Welcome in the arena. My name's Allison Klein, and we are coming to you from the OCP conference in San Jose, California. This is another Data Insights episode, which means Janice Narowski is with me. How are you doing, Janice?
Oh, I'm doing well, Allison.
So day 2 of recording. How are you doing? How's the energy level?
Day 2, energy's great. Just wrapped up lunch, so I'm super pumped.
So let's talk about what topic we're talking about in this episode and who you brought with you.
We have a cool topic, I have to say that, because we're going to talk about all things liquid cooling. Today, we have with us Midas, and sitting next to my left here is the CEO of Midas.
Wow, you really got the heavy hitter, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Welcome to the program, Scott.
Thank you, Janice. Happy to be here, and to keep the puns going, it is pretty cool to be up here talking with you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So why don't we just start with an introduction of Midas and how the company fits within the data center arena?
Yeah, so Midas provides immersion cooling solutions, but how we got to provide that solution was actually being a user of the technology. 2011, we were a small data center in Austin, Texas, and during the growth of our data center, we quickly became the go-to company to handle the hard-to-cool IT. That progressed to the need of a different cooling solution than our traditional air cooling, and we moved into immersion.
Wow.
So 2011 to 2012, quite a few iterations of the immersion solution, which ultimately resulted in our own built solution, which we patented, consumed, and utilized until 2016, when we strategically elected to leave the data center space and just become an IT infrastructure provider. And the rest, they say, is history of 4,000 tanks, but it was a good start.
Now, immersion cooling is a big topic here, as well as just liquid in general. But a lot of folks don't really understand immersion. Can you explain a little bit more in detail around what is single-phase immersion cooling?
Absolutely.
And how does it maybe even differ from, say, second phase?
Yeah, cool. So at the core, immersion is easy. The first thing that we do is we get the advantage of a liquid in the heat dissipation versus air. 1,200 times better is just a good, easy number to run with. So by moving from air cooling, which is just allowing a fan and surface area to cool the IT, and then putting into a liquid, we automatically jump to that 1,200 times better. So immersion is easy. Doing immersion well gets a little more difficult. We'll talk about that in a little bit in the future. But single phase immersion, there's two versions: natural convection, where we just let the heat difference between a cold plate or heat exchanger, think of an ice cube, and the IT creates natural convection. And then there's forced convection, which is where most of the industry is at today. We're actually using a pump to move the fluid by faster. So that is the single phase immersion. The other immersion out there is two phase, where the chemistry itself, the dielectric, changes state. It boils at a low temperature and provides the cooling.
Now, you've deployed thousands of these immersion tanks with your XCI systems. Tell us about what it was like as you matured the technology. What did you learn along the way?
So a very early learn was computational fluid dynamics is our friend. I'll say CFD for now on. But like air, how the fluid moves around the heat generating device is key. So you need to have a uniform flow. You need to be able to get to the heat generating devices. You need to engage it with the dielectric and move it away constantly to keep it cool. And unfortunately, form factor always changes, whether it's 19-inch servers, ASIC shoeboxes, 21-inch servers, 21-inch OCP servers, power supplies at one spot, GPUs at the other. So it's ensuring that the technology handshakes well with the form factor. That's been the most challenging. On the bright side, at the end of the day, it's only physics. So the physics can support the workload. We just have to fit the form factor into the physics box.